Okay, here I am. I'm already crying, and I'm like 10 feet from the parking station. Where John Muir says, what does he say? John Muir says that you go into the forest to lose your mind and find your spirit. I feel like I'm already losing my mind. Ah! As little plastic as possible while I'm on the trail, and before the trail is really when most of the plastic gets used and wasted. One thing that I did find super helpful while I was packing was I used bulk at all the different grocery stores, like soup mixes and dried fruits and nuts and all that sort of stuff at the bulk shop rather than individually packaged. So that was really great and helpful. And I didn't go for any of the like individually packaged Cliff Bars or little snacky things. I packaged my own and kept everything bulk style. And I just shipped out my container with my provisioning package that'll be meeting me halfway, and it was less than 10 pounds. And so going packageless and bulk style, I think actually cut down a lot of the weight, which I'll be really happy with, I'm sure, when I get there. GPS, All Trails app. I have my spot thing up there, and I have lots of people praying for me. And here's my first lesson. Never drop your poles. They're so far down there when you have a backpack on. You gotta get your swan on. Water slide. If I didn't have all my clothes on and was worried about finding camp before dark and getting some miles in and crushing it today, I am definitely coming back here one day just to slide down that. Brought on this journey that added extra weight, but also added the extra, I guess, sentiment and spirituality for me for it, and purpose. Little Pachamama wave, and Pachamama for kind of symbolizes like the going in deeper in order to expand outward, and Pachamama is the Peruvian word for Mother Nature and Mother Earth, and so just kind of like my time here is to dive deeper inward and dive deeper into Mother Earth as I also expand outward. Here I am, first night, and my baby. My sleeping bag's down there. It's like pretty closed in here, but I have this thing which is awesome, solar lantern, so I'm saving my batteries. Today was day one, and I did 11.8 miles, and I hiked to the Donahue Pass. There is a lot of snow, and as I was chatting with a couple people coming down, they said some people were like, it was amazing, most beautiful thing ever, and then one girl was like, it's awful, lots of snow and water, I'm freezing, I haven't seen people, and I'm cold. So yeah, so I'll leave that for tomorrow. I haven't done anything for, I don't know, 45 minutes, and I'm like, in here, just laying here, and it's kind of exhausting. I feel like I'm breathing as if I just finished running, but I haven't been running. I'm just laying here trying to fall asleep. I guess that's what altitude does. Just focus on my breath, trying to slow it down. Exhales longer than your inhales, all those yoga things. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And it's finally morning. Let's see what's out there. Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous. know what brand these are, but my Aunt Peggy gave them to me like 10 years ago. They're chains for your shoes. And I was like, Aunt Peggy, when am I ever gonna need chains for my shoes in San Diego? And sure enough, 10 years later, here I am, hiking on straight ice, putting these things on and off every 5 minutes. They're actually really easy to put on. So whatever brand these are, good job, you did them right. The blue one, which was given to me during a baby moon. I had new birth and new beginnings and all of the excitement and possibilities that happen with the birth of a child. And so I'm wearing that because I see every day the opportunity to like be reborn and all the possibilities and embracing that continual rebirth process. And this is a rebirthing process for sure. That was like the root. That was like the birth canal that I just went up. So today's been a big day of figuring out what gear to wear and when and how to transition back and forth. So I've taken my micro spikes off about like 5 times. I've took off my puffy and put on my windbreaker. I took off the hood. I unzipped it all the way. I zipped it back all the way. I have been gloves, no gloves, gloves, no gloves. This is the most recent. So this is kind of a gratitude walk and an opportunity for me to kind of shed and let go of those maybe fears or anger or hate or those emotions that feel negative in my body. As I struggle through this, I can struggle and overcome those too. Here we go, Donahue Pass. Bye, Don Quixote Pass. The trail's been awesome. It's been like super easy to find. I haven't even looked at my GPS yet. So maybe in like 30 minutes I'll look at it and realize that I'm on the wrong trail, but trail I'm on is awesome. So in Patagonia, they would have you go straight up that snowbank. And the only markers that you'd have would be little red dots painted on rocks that you had to look for. So it's like connect the dots while trying to survive and not fall down a mountain, and reconnect the dots going the wrong way. In the Sierras, you have these beautifully crafted trails that go up and around the snowbanks, which is so nice. And this one. This is a charm that that Yaya, my surf sister in Cuba, gave to me. Thank her strength and beauty. I cried. Nature brings it on me. Okay, enough of the sentimental stuff. I'm done. If it wasn't so windy, you'd see me crying. It's gorgeous. Okay, so one of the problems with hiking is that you're doing this all day, looking down at your trail, making sure you're not slipping and falling, and then you look up, and you're like, what? It is so gorgeous. And I think I just bought my first bear trap. I'd say it's about a day old. Pretty fresh. At least it's heading the other way. I'm heading that way. I cannot imagine being the first people to hike this. It's madness. Every single up and down is like, you get to the top and like, what? Okay. So I've been telling myself that I was gonna hike until the sunset and dusk started hitting in. So that way I'd know like, okay, now's the time to go and make up camp. I'm gonna go to the best place. I've seen the sunset like 5 times, but check this out. Oh, sunset number 6 over Garnet Lake. And then the purple one was given to me by my aunt. It probably came with a card that said what purple stone meant, but I don't remember. And I'm wearing it on this trip because my family is really important to me and I want to remember them. Kind of, even though I'm like growing and going all sorts of different directions, that I'm still rooted in my family and in that space, and wanting to always come back to my roots and appreciate and celebrate them. Yosemite Mammoth is definitely a beautiful portion of the trail, and I highly, highly recommend it. And I want to come back and do it with a partner, and do it in the summertime when maybe there will be mosquitoes, which I hate, but at least I'll be able to go swim and jump off the rocks and take my time and stop and eat lunch rather than eating beef jerky all day long on the go. So yeah, I want to come back and take it slower. I feel like that's what nature calls us and beckons our heart for. And so I'm going desnuda a la pie, and it's almost like all these little rocks are massaging my feet. I can feel everything. It's amazing. And maybe this is the part where I lose my mind and find my spirit. But I just found a dragon. Do you see it? Its tongue over there. Tongue. Little nostril, eyeball, ear, and it has like a really cool tail going up in the air. Maybe that's my spirit animal. A dragon. Voices in my head that go back and forth with this. And simply my purpose was to get out of nature, get away from everything, let my mind rest, take a break from my passion projects, and really check in with myself. Can see my thoughts flowing through my mind rather than getting stuck in my mind. I feel great. My body feels awesome. I do body checks and everything feels good. I mean, my backpack doesn't feel like a massage, but it doesn't feel bad. The voice that needs to finish is the voice that says, it's my ego voice, it's my younger self voice of like, well, I said that I was gonna do it, so I've gotta do it. Maybe I'll let people down, people will be disappointed in me. Is it more important that I do it and get it done, or is it more important that I take the time and have patience and do it right? And have that whole journey of it rather than the end point of just getting it done. So yeah. So I guess in short, that brings straight into my mind, like, life is a journey. It's not the destination, and I think I need to take away the destination and enjoy this journey. And maybe that's not finishing the John Muir Trail this time.